Oh my gosh.
Hang on.
Oh my gosh. We we never went live.
Are you talking right now?
Hold up. Sorry, lads. We're just gonna check something over really quick. Don't really know. We thought we were streaming for a while, but we never hit the go live button. So I'm gonna just check a pause, and you guys might be able to rewind or something. I'm just gonna take a technical difficulties break. Welcome, Rastas, back to the Everything Geek Podcast, take 2, because we thought we were streaming. Turns out we weren't. We literally just did a 30-minute stream, and then we didn't hit start. So, take 2.
I'm a PE major, so I'm not really good with buttons and computers. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there, but
I'm Jack.
I'm Sam.
Oh my god. We had really good connection too.
And we were doing good. The chemistry was flowing. The boys were buzzing, and unfortunately, nothing was able to come out. So we're just gonna pretend like that never happened. Anyways, let's just.
What did we start off with? Train to Busan. We're just gonna redo everything that we did.
We're talking about Liam Neeson for a little bit, and how he was kind of a tank.
Oh my gosh.
And Taken and all that. I mean, I was kind of a roll. I was thinking about my performance, and I was like, wow, I started off really, really good today. This was kind of a big deal. This was probably my best show. I got the call back for week number 3. Next week, I might be taking Jack's role. I'm the captain now. But, no, seriously, I'm back and better than ever. Shout out my boy Easy, Pilar, kind of a big deal. Yeah.
All right, so let's just do exactly what we did over again. Train to Busan, horror movies. You watched that for the first time.
Directed by Kevin James and David Spade. Great movie. No, I'm just joking. But, yeah, Train to Busan... Weird, this feels like deja vu. Train to Busan was a really good movie, I thought. I mean, I kind of liked how it was different than most horror movies. I feel like it's really hard to make a horror movie nowadays. Yeah. It's funny because I just said all the same stuff.
Everything that we're saying right now is just a repeat of what we just said.
Yeah, Anyways, it was a very good horror movie. It's different than other horror movies. Most horror movies are
shitty.
I
feel like you have a way better chance of finding a shitty horror movie than a good horror movie.
Yeah, exactly. Most horror movies tie into someone getting possessed.
Yeah.
Or the murder mysteries like Michael Myers, but I kind of liked how this one was a little different. I don't know too many zombie movies.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead, World War Z, but
I felt like this had the same kind of vibe as World War Z, where World War Z there were so many of them, and it was overwhelming.
Facts.
But but now we're in a confined space. Now we're on a train. I mean, it's kind of like snakes on a plane, but zombies on a train.
And Samuel L. Jackson's not
Samuel
in
L. Jackson,
it. He's kind of a tank, but anyways. But in this one, too, it's a little different because, like I said, it's zombies, and it's also, there's subtitles.
Yeah.
Unless you can understand Korean.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. How are you? But, yeah, so I wasn't able to pick up on that lingo, which was I think it would make it harder for the audience to sort of grasp the emotion.
Yeah.
Out of it.
I think it's kind of different for me. It's tough for me to pick up on a good performance.
Jack can actually speak Korean, so he's able to comprehend.
No, but I think it's tough for me to pick up on a performance. Usually, I don't know, unless it's either really obviously really good or obviously really shitty. So I feel like when it's in a different language, I can read their body language more. I can tell how much more emotion they're giving because.
So would you say Taken 3 was good or bad?
Wow, it came out of nowhere.
I mean, we were talking about it before. Might as well talk about it again.
How did we get to?
We gave so much credit to Liam Neeson.
How did we get to Liam Neeson?
I don't know.
In the pre-show,
that's just something you don't need to explain. It's like Liam Neeson and Chuck Norris. You can just bring him up whenever. Yeah, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's excusable.
Yeah, exactly.
For those tuning in, when we said before, if you're just joining, feel free to, since we're all kind of stuck at home during this quarantine, feel free to comment down below what you've been watching, reading, comics-wise, book-wise, audiobook-wise, whatever, what video games you guys have been playing, or any recommendations that you want us to have.
NHL 06, still the best NHL. Keep going, Jack.
Do you want to? I feel like I need to mention that was your first NHL game, and then you played on All Star, which is the hardest difficulty.
Tank.
And now NHL's pretty easy for you. So
I mean, we don't
smart
have
move.
NHL. Now I'm on that Fortnite grind. I'm 2 years late in the Fortnite grind, but hey, better late than never.
That's fair. Yeah, you won the other day, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, more like 2 weeks ago, but 9 kills. Is that good? So yeah.
But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for things you guys want us to talk about, any questions, or just anything that you guys want us to, like anything you guys have been doing, also just feel free to say hi if you're just stopping and whatever, and maybe you can shout you out. So yeah. Back to Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Anyways, Liam Neeson's a tank,
Yes.
but yeah, everything that he does just is the same exact thing, but on a train.
Yeah. So
on
like
a plane.
the commuter was taken on a train. Ethan says he could beat you. I'm not really sure in what.
Yo, easy. How about you just worry about watching, okay, bro? Let me know when you get the call to be on the show. Kind of a big deal.
Every Liam Neeson movie after Taken, I just view as Taken on a train. Like, so it's like Taken, like he's always in some sort of vehicle. Like, I remember he was in like some snow thing, like he was in like a snow machine thing.
Snowmobile. He did that in The Gray.
Taken on a snowmobile, and then the Gray is taken with wolves.
Yeah.
And then the commuter's taken on a plane, taken on a train.
He just loves that. I told you before. When people need Batman, they wave something in the air for Batman to come down. When people need Liam Neeson,
They give him a call. They're like, hey.
Mother Nature has it rain.
Yeah.
That's his signal.
Yeah.
That's when he knows that he comes.
Yeah. Feel like he's been kind of doing, like, he's like, almost like Denzel Washington, where he keeps doing action movies, but he's like super old. Oh. Ethan says he could beat you in NHL.
All right, we're on a different topic. Just use these and listen. All right, keep going.
Yeah, I feel like he just keeps doing action movies, although he's like 60, and he like, I don't know, it looks like he's like,
he is.
looks like
really
he's kind
old.
of, you know, dying now. Like, I feel like he's not.
He's a secret weapon.
Yeah. Like, some people, like Keanu Reeves for John Wick and Tom Cruise, they're almost 60, but like, they don't look like this. Like, Tom Cruise.
Say Tom Hanks?
No, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Wow, he's getting up there.
Tom Cruise is hanging off of a plane at like 52 years old.
Respect.
Like he may be 52, but I don't think in his head he realizes that he's 52. Like, Tom Cruise has a death wish. But,
yeah.
Yeah. And Keanu Reeves could probably kill somebody if he wanted to. So.
Is he? Is he that much of a tank, Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, because he learned so much kung fu and like.
Respect.
And there's a new art style that he learned, which is gun fu, which is basically like fighting but with guns.
Rough macho.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ralph Macho. So, yeah, I mean, he's.
Anyways, back to Train to Busan. You liked it? How it had the subtitles?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I don't really care as long as it's like, I think Jeremy Johns said it best, which is like the thing that you go away from a movie.
Shout out
to Jeremy Johns. The thing that you walk away from a movie with is like the story, the memorable moments, like the talking between characters, and I don't really feel like the subtitles is that big of a deal.
And you said they're coming out with number 2?
Yeah, they said they're coming out with the sequel like really soon.
It's number 1's on Netflix.
Yeah, number 1, go check it out. Like I think that's a great movie for people that are hesitant for subtitled films to go in and maybe try it out.
I mean, it's very entertaining. There's not even that much talking like going on in it.
It just goes right into the action.
Running away from a zombie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a really good movie.
Yeah.
And it was one of my first subtitle movies. So
kind of feel like anybody with a gun could kill somebody if they wanted to. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I that's true. I mean, like Keanu Reeves is very dangerous with a gun, but I feel like he's the most dangerous person with a gun. It's kind of like how that one lady in Dodgeball is.
Or Clint Eastwood.
Or Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I mean, I think I would just be afraid of him no matter what. So.
Yeah. All right, enough about tanks.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next? What else we watch? Oh, The Joker.
Joker, yeah.
It's a real happy movie if you ever want to
sit down with the family.
Sit down with your family, have some popcorn.
Grandparents
just turn on the TV.
over, get the little kids, watch it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really sad movie.
Yeah.
If I've ever seen one.
You said, and I like that you brought this up in the pre-show, that it was a little overhyped. And I
mean, it wasn't really overhyped, just like, I wish they would have dived more into the Joker's past, because when you're little, as a kid, you see the Joker as this fun guy. It's like, hey, there's stupid guys trying to go after Batman, and they're going to have their battles, and Batman's going to win at the end. Yeah. But in this Joker, you kind of get an understanding of why he's coming up with, like, such a funny front. Yeah. Because he's not like that at all. He just wants to portray himself as that. Yeah. Because that's who he wants and wishes.
And he wants to be normal. He wants to be accepted.
That's what society, like, that's what he thinks society wants him to be. Mm-hmm. But I just really wish they would have dived more into his past in the movie, so you can understand more of like what happened to him as a kid, even if it would have been dark. But like what happened growing up. We talked about the nature versus nurture thing.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool. It's like, at first you think, okay, the mental illness that he has was passed on from his mother, but actually,
no.
Spoilers for the movie, you find out that he was adopted, and that it was, like, given to him, like, because of his mother abused him, which is really interesting.
But, Yeah, I just wish and then I kind of want to know what happened at the end.
Yeah, it looks like he was in a prison after the fact. Some people
Oh
think
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that part.
some people have been looking into that and they think when does that take place? Is that 10 years after?
Yeah.
Is it when Batman put him in jail?
That's what I wish they would have said more. And you could say that about any movie, but I wish they would have said more.
Mm-hmm.
And how did the police catch him again in the end?
Yeah.
What happened to the city of Gotham? Because the city of Gotham was going
in
crazy.
shit. Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe it, how he killed those 3 people on the bus.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And everyone was celebrating it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was.
I know I know your reasons, but I'm just wow.
Yeah.
What?
It was crazy that he started that movement, and because they're trying to show that the living conditions there are so bad, and the people are kind of uprising and trying to get more.
So, was it for sure thing that his mom was just crazy saying that Bruce Wayne's dad was his dad?
That's what I think is really interesting is that
you could never find out.
You could think because Bruce Wayne's dad in the comics is a doctor, so he probably worked at Arkham and he could have declared her insane. He could have said no, this is all bullshit, but really it happened, or it isn't really his son and he was right. So I think there's 2 ways you can go about it, which I think is really interesting. And all the Waynes are trying to cover it up.
Bruce Wayne was adopted and the Joker's actually his kid.
Maybe. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. Some people think that the entire thing happens in his head while he's in the insane asylum.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
There's a thought.
Yeah, there was one theory which I thought kind of hindered the movie, but the part where he goes in the fridge, they said from that movie on, from that part on, it's just in his head. And I feel like
I wish they would have shown that then, because I had to keep second guessing myself the entire movie. Jack, is this part real or is this made up? Is this part real or made up? No, I'm doing that even more. So thanks.
Well, I think when you look at the smaller parts, if you think of the riots and all the people, was there really that many people that were in support of that, or was it just in his head and that made him feel more justified to do it?
That's a good point.
I think that's really interesting.
Now I feel like it didn't even happen.
Yeah. I like how there's a lot of different directions. It's not one definitive, this is how it was. Did he kill his girlfriend? Because when he leaves her room, there's police pulling, you can hear police sirens and you can see police sirens. Wow. Did he kill her or did he not?
My mind's in a bottle. You know when your mind gets trapped in a bottle?
It's very bottling.
Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell. Tank.
Yeah, I think that's...
God, I don't even know what to think now. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. The director came out at first and was starting answering these questions definitively. I don't like that. I like how we can speculate and think about it. One nation under speculation.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that means, but...
Jeremy John said it, so
yeah,
it must be
shout
right.
out.
He imagines going on the TV show. What else was fake? Well, his girlfriend was fake. I feel like it could be the way that people treat him, the harshness of it. That could not be in that same vein.
Now I feel like the riots and everything, there's no way that was true, because that many people would have been on his side for killing 3 people.
Yeah, he could have the part where he's in the bathroom.
I want to look this up now.
Yeah, Jeremy Johns made a whole video about the many different ways you could take it.
This isn't the Jeremy John show. This is EGP. Yeah. Kind of a big deal.
I'm just a big fan of him, and I listen to him, and sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I do not. But yeah. I just thought it's cool that you can take that movie into it's such a popular blockbuster movie, I would call it, and that there's so many different ways to interpret it. I think it's cool that people can walk away with their own things.
All right, we need to talk about something else, because my mind's going in a bottle.
Yeah.
So what else did you watch?
Well, your pick was Tiger King. So I watched the first 2 episodes.
But Jack did promise last week that he was going to watch the whole series, which he didn't.
Yeah.
He was.
I watched 2. I resisted the urge. You said everyone watched it in one day. I watched only 2.
Jack just decided to put Adam Sandler on repeat, so watching all that. So Jack and Jill, he was actually watching all that. No, but we watched the first 2 episodes, and I want to hear your thoughts, because you didn't really give me your thoughts yet, detailed. Okay. So
not even in the pre-show, so now we're going into new stuff.
My name is Joey Exotic. All right, go ahead.
I think the best part of that is the music videos. Those are hilarious. The music videos that he's lip syncing these songs.
Luke Bryan, Joey Exotic. That's all I gotta say.
I think that is hilarious. I die laughing. I know there's a lot of messed up and scary things there, but that is a great moment of comedic relief where I can laugh and just what is going on.
I don't think anyone else would have mentioned that. So good job.
It's the music videos are probably my favorite part.
All right, now what about the actual stuff?
I mean, it's crazy. One person that we were watching a commentary track of last night said it best, and that's Carol Baskin is the one that freaks me out the most, because I feel like everyone is very cut and dry with who they are. Carol Baskin feels like she's hiding something. She's hiding some part of her personality. Yeah, so that kind of freaks me out. I don't have a side, really. I'm not I side with this person or this person, because I know, they all probably did a lot of shady and shitty shit. Yeah. But
I mean,
she seems to be the most.
When I first would go on like Twitter or everything, I would be like, why is Carol Baskin getting so much hate?
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
oh.
And then after rewatching it with you, I'm like, yeah, she's really sneaky, and something's weird is going on here.
She's definitely very hypocritical. Where she's like, oh,
I honestly think the tigers get better living conditions at Joey Exotic's zoo.
Yeah, because he's petting them. He's having a fun time. They're having a fun time.
But actually, something came out once you get to episode 8. The director, who I kept saying looks like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
He talked about Joey Exotic was actually terrified of tigers.
Really?
Absolutely terrified.
I don't think Carol killed her husband, but I think she 100% changed her husband's will. Oh, that's fair.
Well, you haven't got to that part yet. That's the whole next episode. But yeah, I think the tigers had a way better living condition at Joey Exotic's place. Yeah.
The one Doc guy, he's really
Doc
weird.
Antle?
He's weird.
Yeah, that guy's got problems.
I mean, I don't want to go too deep into that, but he was really, especially when he like spelled his name out and he was like, That's
BG, not BA, BG.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
Yeah, he's definitely interesting. I mean, I'm surprised you haven't watched more of it so far.
I will. Like, I just want to take it all in.
I told you it just gets crazier and crazier.
I believe you. I heard that, it's just, I never would have thought that, like, a tiger selling community was this strange. And
That's right. I didn't know it was that, I didn't know it was that big of a deal. And they talked about how people would store drugs in animals.
Yeah, with the snakes and stuff like that. And they didn't,
It was the guy who, he was in jail, then he got out, and he would just stuff him in a snake.
Yeah.
And he didn't care if a snake died as long as he had his stuff. Like, dude, that's absolutely crazy. But, yeah, like I was saying, Joe Exotic was terrified of tigers.
Yeah, he's got a really sad backstory. I think it's...
Yeah. They talked about how whenever he was around a tiger, it was, what is it called? It was under...
sedation?
Yeah, it was sedation. So it wasn't actually like alive and woke, and so I thought it was like you got to do that every time you turn on the camera. You got to do it to a tiger. Yeah, what the hell? But you'll see a part. Spoiler alert! And I think it was later on in the episodes. He's live. He's on camera. He's in the tiger cage, and he's just petting the tigers. And he puts like cologne on his shoe or something. It's when he's running for office. He did it before, not like while he was in the cage, but. He did it before, and a tiger is trying to like bite his feet, like while he's in the cage, and he's like, get out of here, and then the tiger like gets all over him, and he's like, get out of here, and then he like starts whacking the head and shooting it, and like, wow, like
that's crazy.
Just imagine.
I would not want to work there. It's so dangerous. Like so many people get injured. Like you watching all the interviews, and like so many people are missing limbs, and you're like, oh my god. Like,
yeah, but that one guy who's missing his
hand or something.
No, missing his feet.
Oh, yeah. But that was from something different.
That was from ziplining.
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. I figured there's, like, some crazy stories. Like, yeah, it was just a ziplining accident. Like, oh.
Just a ziplining accident. No big deal. I'm going to go work with some tigers. I kind of want to lose my other arm now, so.
Yeah. That was, Who is worse, Carol Baskin or Joe Exotic? I feel like Carol gets more hate than she deserves. I feel like we were saying, Carol, I feel like she's got she's hiding something. Like, I feel like she's putting on a face, she's putting on a mask, and...
I mean, I will say this, at least, like, with Joe Exotic, like, at the end, he gets, everything comes back to bite him in the ass, and he gets, like, what he deserves.
Yeah.
But, like, us, we're never going to know the true answer of what happened. Like, you don't really know what I'm talking about yet, because you haven't finished.
Okay.
But, I will say, like, when, spoiler alert, when, like, Joe was involved in a very weird relationship.
Okay.
Like, he was in a 3-man marriage. And, we talked about this, how the guy Travis.
Yeah.
He killed himself.
Oh, that's right. You showed me that.
Yeah. And, Joe was sad for, like, a week. And one guy talked about on the show, Joe actually just had an onion in his pocket and made himself cry. So he would get sympathy from other people. And the next, like, week...
He didn't care.
the next week, he had like a new boyfriend.
Oh, so he just replaced him.
And he was just getting like boyfriends who were like 18 years old, and he looks like Hulk Hogan. So he's a lot older than the rest of them. Sorry, we're gonna have to interrupt this. We got an important question.
Is Morgan Wallen good? Thanks, Jared, for the comment.
Wow.
Who's that?
Whiskey glasses? Had me by halftime? Investors?
Possibly you.
No, Morgan Wallen is an absolute tank.
Who's Morgan Wallen?
Check him out on Spotify.
Oh,
what?
Is this like an artist?
That's what you're going to be doing next. You're going to be finishing Tiger King and then listen to more Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
He's
that like a country singer?
Yes.
Okay. Is Jared into country?
How good? That good.
Okay. Thank you.
Jared's very into country.
I did not. Is that because of you?
What?
Is that due to you?
Jared's actual favorite singer is Froggy Fresh.
Okay.
But behind Froggy Fresh, it's Morgan Wallen.
Froggy Fresh is a household name for sure.
Respect.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen is just that good. That's just something we needed to talk about right then and there.
Thank you for the comment. Really, really needed that.
Facts. All right, keep going.
I think that'll do it for Tiger King. 'Cause I'm only 2 episodes in, so I can't really give too much of it.
But Jack will watch all the episodes later on today, and then he will tweet
later on today.
all of them.
Yo, I got homework, so we'll figure it out. I mean,
you put that all stuff away.
So the Oscar-winning director of this year was Bong Joon-ho with his film Parasite. So I figured after watching that movie, I was going to try and verse myself into more of his filmography. So I watched Snowpiercer, which is another movie that he made a few years ago. It's got Chris Evans in it. The one lady from The Help.
Ben Affleck?
No. It's got Chris Evans in it, the one lady from The Help, Ed Harris, and it's also based off a graphic novel. I thought it was really cool and just really different, and it's basically like, there's like this thing that like they thought was revolutionized the world, and it basically just made the world into an ice age on accident, so now everyone's living on this train. So like Chris Evans is living in this shit part of the train, like with all the poor people, and they eat crushed up bugs and stuff, and then like
not as bad as you think.
Yeah. So they're living like a shit life, and they're like, this sucks. We need to go and advance up the train. We need to like get what we deserve.
We need to go on the train to Busan.
Yeah. A lot of train movies. We might as well just name this episode the Train Cast. Yeah, it was really interesting, and there's a lot of really interesting character moments near the end that I don't want to spoil. But it's also on Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, that's a different movie. It's kind of like a social economic type of movie, I guess, about like uprising of the lower class, which is really interesting, and I think Chris Evans does a really good job. I feel like
he's not a tank.
Chris Evans kind of has like a unique filmography. He was like
the guy in
it's Captain America,
and he was in Fantastic Four.
Yes, yeah.
Good job. You did a really good job in that.
He's only been in like comic book movies because Snowpiercer's technically a comic book movie.
Yeah, he's got a diversify.
He's been in Fantastic Four,
Gran Torino.
He's been in Fantastic Four, and then all the Marvel movies of Captain America. Like, he does a good job. I wanted to do other stuff.
You should do different stuff.
I think he said he might start directing.
Who's the guy? He was blowing up one year. He was in like blowing up.
Sam Worthington.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just everything was about him.
Yeah. Avatar, Clash of the Titans, Man on a Ledge. Terminator, Salvation.
It's just like, dude, slow down.
Yeah. And you want to know what? He should have, because after that, dead. No one's heard of him since.
But that guy was in everything.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Grown Up 6, sign me up. Like, he just wanted to be in everything.
Yeah, and the last movie I saw him in was in Hacksaw Ridge, and he was like a military general, and he was in it for like 15 minutes. Feel bad.
David Schwimmer.
He's good, but he's not, yeah. Every military general is based off of David Schwimmer.
How good? That good.
Yeah.
Another movie that I watched too, Southpaw.
Oh.
You've seen that, right?
Yes, we watched it together, I think, a year ago, too.
Yeah, I rewatched that. What's your opinion on that?
Jake Gyllenhaal does a good job. He's a brick shithouse in that movie.
Tank.
Yeah.
But,
I don't remember too much of it, though. Like, I only watched it one time.
I think it might still be on Netflix, but, that's a really, really good movie.
Is Joe Goldberg a good person? Also, who's better, Love or Beck?
That's from you.
Oh, I watched the first 3 episodes, and then I was like, I'm good.
I mean, we could talk about you. No, Joe Goldberg's not a good person.
Who's that?
That's the main character.
Oh, yeah.
That's the psycho.
Yeah.
He's absolutely crazy.
There was a lot of really good memes about him on Twitter, though. I thought he was really funny.
Yeah, good job. At least you brought us that.
Yeah. I mean, people want him to be in a DC film as like a Flash villain.
I mean, I think like that guy's like people look at him totally different now after being in You. Like, that's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, people either love him or hate him, like, I feel like, as an actor. Like, oh, they're like, man, he's really cool, or he's really creepy.
How do you get that vibe that he's cool?
I don't know. Because they're like, wow, look how cool. I don't know. I've seen it all over Twitter. It's just
I feel like everyone looks at him completely different now.
I can agree with that.
After that, like, I think people would think the opposite. Like, hey, this is the guy who did this, and this in You. Like,
but sometimes, like, the most effed up roles are, like, the best roles. Like, then you, like Joaquin Phoenix is in, like, the most effed up roles, but he's a really good actor. Like, I feel like...
Do you think that man has ever laughed before?
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
We did in The Joker, kind of. So, in a way... I don't know.
That was a dumb question, but I mean, that's all he did was laugh in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude, your life sucks? Seems like you like it. Like, you keep laughing.
He was on. There was a funny thing on Jimmy Fallon where he went on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon's like, "Yeah, I didn't really like that movie." And then Joaquin Phoenix is like, "You," and he was like, "Wow, you just like he's like you invited me on your show just to say that you didn't like the movie." Like they were doing like a reference to the movie, which I thought was funny.
But
yeah,
he's pretty funny. Like his goal is to be a comedian like I do. At least you make yourself laugh a lot.
Yeah, at least you got that going for you, which is nice.
He probably laughs a ton.
Yeah.
I the guy could be making a bowl of cereal. He'll just break out in laughter. Like, all right, Fruit Loops are not that funny. I'm telling you.
Whatever floats your boat, you know.
I mean, but whatever.
But back to you. I feel like that guy might have a pretty good career ahead of him. Like Netflix
I was thinking the same thing.
Netflix has a pretty good reputation.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's going off there, he might get into some movies or whatever he wants to do.
Stay away from Adam Sandler. I have to bring that up every episode. I'm sorry.
Except he did good in Uncut Gems. You know, he's not.
He did. We will give him credit for that. You did very good in that.
Yeah.
But
I hope he does good stuff. But you know, knowing after what he said that he's gonna go back to do shitty movies, who knows?
Whoever, I'm gonna go back to shitty movies. All right.
I think it's a
you
power.
should be very proud of that.
That's a power move.
That's kind of a tank move.
Yeah.
Good job.
Have you seen Joaquin Phoenix play Johnny Cash? Yeah, you said that you saw Walk Line.
He was messed up in that too.
Yeah, I feel like I remember you watching it, but I don't think I remember watching the whole thing. I think I was too young or something.
Yeah, that was.
What's the most depressing movie you ever saw?
That was a really happy question.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Really happy question. I feel like Schindler's List is up there, but it's not too. Like in the end, he saves a lot of people. A Die Hard poster is in the background. A Die Hard poster in the background would be fire. Yeah, I mean we can only fit 3 here, and then we have a few. We have Skyfall.
That's
right there.
respect. That's a good call. Or Lion King. Maybe change that to Tiger King. We'll see.
Lion King. I think I like the original one way more. The new one I thought just lacked the same personality.
Yeah.
Lion King was good. We have the Beatles over there. We also have the Blues Brothers, which I guess is a musical group. And
I've had no say in any of these posters, by the way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd just be a big picture of Herb Brooks. Respect.
Yeah, we have Skyfall. We wanted to get a Game of Thrones one. We still might. And then I have a Blade Runner 2049 poster in my room because I love the colors.
It'd either be Herb Brooks, Morgan Wallen, or Jake Owen. But, yeah.
Yeah, Lion King is good.
So, anyways, we got a question. What is the most depressing movie you ever saw?
Thank you for that amazing, positive question.
Good job. H. Kess.
I feel like Train to Busan's sad in the end.
Yeah.
Just like something that's coming to mind.
I mean, it's hard not to say The Joker. I know we've been talking about a little bit. It's hard not to say that.
I'm trying to think of
American History X. That's a sad movie.
Yeah, that's
good.
A really sad movie. That's a good one.
Schindler's List. That's a sad one. Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a really sad one.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you're hitting all the marks right now.
I mean, that was a sad question. You got to give it sad responses.
I don't know if Glenn Ross is that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Toy Story. Like these are
Toy Story 3 when they almost get burned.
Oh no, toys. But you got anything else?
I don't really have a lot of
Jaws: The Revenge because that was just a terrible movie.
I'm crying the whole time when I'm watching it. It's like, why is this a movie?
But
I would have like. I know, like, we're asking for movies, whoever asked this, but I would say The Red Wedding and Game of Thrones, like, oh my god, that I will never want to watch that ever again.
Never seen that.
It is, like, someone screams at the end of that episode, and then it's, like, stuck in my head.
Saving Private Ryan's pretty sad.
Yeah, but I feel like he still survives, so...
Yeah, you're right. American History X, though, is really sad.
I'm trying to think of a...
the only thing coming to my head now
saddest movies.
is recent movies. Like, Gran Torino is really sad.
I think, yeah, but it's still, like...
I don't know, it's kind of...
Trying to think of, like, total sadness. I think, I feel like there's a lot of horror movies where people just don't... Like, what are horror movies where they just don't win? Nothing good happens.
Human Centipede.
I haven't seen it, so...
Okay.
Sure.
One of the people that was, like, in the Human Centipede is one of the... I'm trying to, like, watch what I say. Is one of the people, again, in Human Centipede 2.
Oh.
So, like...
That sucks.
You get out of it, hey, you're back into it.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Oh, Upgrade, I think, is a really sad ending. He's trying to, like, fight for his freedom in the end. He's like, oh, yeah, he's not free. Spoiler. Which movie would you recommend? Fighting, The Fighter, or Warrior? And
Wow.
Okay,
Those are 3 good movies.
I don't think I've ever seen all of Fighting. I think
Channing Tatum. Throw back to when you were good.
I remember Warrior, but not a lot. Like, I probably remember Warrior more than Fighting. So I would have to go with The Fighter by default, because that's the only one that I remember
picked
more.
The Fighter.
Yeah.
Like,
I also feel like Christian Bale is amazing in that movie.
Christian Bale does some crazy things when he needs to be in movies. Like, he just puts his body through everything.
He got really fat, like, 2 years ago for... He played...
Guy can snap his fingers and he loses 100 pounds or gains it.
Like, he was like super skinny for this movie called The Machinist, and then he bulked up for Batman.
He was super skinny in this because he's supposed to be...
Like a druggie.
A crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And him and Mark Wahlberg did an amazing job in it. Mark Wahlberg...
He's really good in that.
Whatever word you use to have like he's been in a lot of different films.
Oh, his filmography.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
Very, very unique. Yeah.
Comedy, action.
Yeah.
That was a drama.
Transformers 4.
Or that, but yeah, he was that was a really good movie. I don't know if that's on Netflix, but that's a really good movie. That's like
yeah. I would recommend.
That's in my top 5.
Yeah,
for sure. That's a really good movie.
That movie's got a lot of heart, and also Amy Adams is really good in that too.
A lot of heart in it.
Yeah, I think that's a really good I feel like it's
Christian
hard.
Bale. I think is just unreal in that movie.
Yeah,
like
it's really hard to top him.
That's when I was little,
Yeah.
and the only thing I saw him in was like Batman.
Yeah,
and then he did that and like wow,
he's got range.
This dude can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was really happy with that.
And that was him and they just played it off each other really well.
The Pride of Lowell knocked down Sugar Ray.
Lowell.
Okay, I don't know.
The Pride of Lowell.
I don't know.
It's a town.
Oh, okay.
Or city in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
You gotta work on your pronunciation.
Okay.
But yeah, respect.
But I feel like I probably should rewatch Warrior because Tom Hardy's in it, and I remember being really into it when I watched
Nick
it.
Nolte.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nick Nolte was in the Star Wars.
He's also in Tropic Thunder. It's a good one.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
What else? Fighting. Channing Tatum. That was a good one too.
I don't remember that movie. I just remember the guy that was in the OJ
It's like
show.
underground fighting.
But is it good? Like I don't remember.
I just remember that movie wanted me to run. I wanted to run through a wall after that movie. They were playing "Hustlin'" by Rick Ross, and one of the scenes I was like, "Wow."
What are movies that get you really pumped up?
Fighting.
It's really hard to do boxing movies. I feel like because like Rocky set the bar really high, and then it's like where do you go from there? It's kind of like Jaws. Like you can't do shark movies anymore.
Hey, you can Sharknado.
Yeah, Sharknado. Yeah, thank God we have that movie. But like after Jaws, it's like what can you do? That's like really can stand up to it.
But yeah, fighting's really good.
Maybe I'll have to rewatch it. Yeah.
All these movies used to be on Netflix.
I saw bits and pieces of it. I think it was on HBO.
You gotta rewatch it. It's the same guy who's in.
Channing Tatum's.
No, he's in Iron Man 1, but he's not back in Iron Man 2.
He's in the OJ thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not in the OJ.
Yeah, he
thing.
is.
He's not.
I thought he plays OJ.
No.
Who plays OJ?
It's the same guy who's in Norbit. He's in Boys in the Hood.
Oh, I was thinking of the wrong guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I know his name.
Yeah, I can look it up, but if someone else wants to drop that name in the chat, that would be great.
Yeah, who's the guy that played
The
OJ in whatever it's called?
The People versus
The
OJ.
People versus OJ. Who's the guy who played OJ?
That would be great.
Yeah, if whoever puts that in, you'll get a free show. Next time, whenever you want a show and request it, we'll just drop everything we're doing. You'll get that.
Yeah, or you get a free question or something.
This is gonna bother me.
No, because now they're not gonna get it. Do you think Rocky IV is Cold War propaganda? I mean, it's definitely got Cold War messages in there.
Yes, that's.
I saw a joke on the internet and it was like, Rocky single-handedly ended the Cold War. He's like, if I can change and you can change, then we all can change.
There it is.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Respect. He was in Boys of the Hood. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
And he was in Norbit. That guy's got a long list.
Is he the guy? Is he an Iron Man?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know who you're
no,
thinking
I
of.
think.
I feel bad. We're supposed to be the film people, and we're struggling right now. That's
Well,
on you, Jack.
everyone always forgets. So hold up, I gotta check.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Shout out Jared. You get a free show whenever you want. We'll drop everything we're doing, and you get a free show. Congratulations. You're gonna have some Chipotle delivered to your house now. Congratulations.
We're having a giveaway 1,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't know how to do that.
But that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Props to him.
Yeah, I always forget his name. Like, there's always like one.
Jared?
No, everyone has that one actor that they always forget their name. Like I feel like I always used to forget Kevin Spacey's name, but now I don't need to really.
But you know Kevin James, so that's good.
Kevin James, yeah.
But yeah, Boys in the Hood. That might be one of my next picks for you.
Really? Okay,
Boys in
all
the
right.
Hood.
That sounds about right.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
That was really good.
And that like started off his career too, because he was like always a rapper, and now
he was
he's
buzzing there during that time because that's when he left
NWA.
NWA left his group, and then he kind of did his own thing.
I think that's so cool that like he left NWA. They were probably really pissed at him, and then he's in movies now. Like he's being really successful, and then they're still kind of just doing the same thing.
And then he was in Are We There Yet?
And he was in Are We There Yet? Yeah.
It's so
now
funny
he's kind of a
'cause
joke.
Back in the day, he's supposed to come off as like this hardcore, like scary
Badass,
guy.
yeah.
Now he's in Are We There Yet?
And Are We
driving
Done Yet?
Driving an Escalade.
Best Will Ferrell movie?
Wow. Best Will Ferrell movie.
Okay, so the type of
If anyone else wants
feel
to say,
free to type in the chat what you think your best Will Ferrell movie is.
I wonder what Jared's gonna put for this best Will Ferrell movie.
So, okay, there's two ways to interpret this question. There is best movie with Will Ferrell or best Will Ferrell performance in a movie.
Okay, so what would you say? I want to hear what you have to say.
I like when Will Ferrell is not like in your face with his comedy.
Disagree, but anyways, keep going.
So like I think Kicking and Screaming, he's pretty good in that. Like I like how he is there.
Okay.
Like
That's
I would
like,
also I think,
that's like going to an Italian restaurant and getting chicken nuggets.
okay, so then I would go Anchorman next. Because I think
Anchorman's
Anchorman's
funny.
hilarious. Like
He's very in your face in that movie.
yeah, well no, I think he's still kind of
Not with anyone personally, but like to the audience, like
No, because he's still not like crazy yelling too much.
he yells at his dog, like "Oh Baxter," like that's all he does is yell.
I think I would have to go Anchorman. I think Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yeah.
All right, so probably my favorite movie with Will Ferrell, where he's not like the main guy.
Okay.
Wedding Crashers.
I figured.
Because he's just
That's a good gif.
he's
I love
hilarious. That's probably one of the best. The meatloaf. We want it now.
that gif. Kicking and Screaming, yeah.
The meatloaf. Wow.
I say that with all my friends.
I can go days and days and days where all I do is just speak Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I
I quote Will Ferrell. Him, Vince Vaughn, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride's like really quotable. He's like into writing now. He's writing films.
Yeah, how about you just like stick to the Tropic Thunders? And that.
Elf, Campaign, Semi-Pro.
Semi-Pro's a good one too. Wow, Campaign is back. Boom.
I'm surprised you didn't mention the Campaign.
I don't know. I mean, it's really hard not to go with Step Brothers just because.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's absolutely hilarious in that.
Step Brothers is pretty iconic.
First time I watched that, we were at like. I had a bunch of my friends. We were at our aunt's house.
Yeah, and you didn't know how bad it was.
And we were like 9 years old, and our aunt was like, "Wow, okay, this is what Will Ferrell's has his privates on a drum set."
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he's doing. It's really hard not to go with that. I mean, I feel like anything you put him in is just hilarious.
Yeah.
He'll find out a way to make it funny.
What's the one like Western movie that he was in that wasn't good?
Casa de mi Padre.
Yeah.
I saw that only because it has Will Ferrell.
I remember that movie's at Jared's house. Every time I think of that movie, I think of Jared because I'm pretty sure I saw the DVD.
Shout out Jared. Jared's in a lot of love right now. But Semi-Pro is good. He's in like a lot of sport movies. Kicking and Screaming, Semi-Pro, Blades of Glory.
And he's oh my god, I love Blades of Glory. I think
Blades of Glory's hilarious.
I might have to go Blades of Glory because I think that
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
It's a good
Blades
one.
of Glory is hilarious. It's so over the top and dumb. Like I feel like
that's all his movies. It's not like you
no,
walk
but
back
no.
Yeah, he was
like,
a genius in that movie.
No,
all of them are dumb.
No, but like with the music and I like with Will Arnett and Amy Poehler and like when whatever Napoleon Dynamite's trying to flirt with
John
Pam.
Heder.
Yeah, when he's trying to flirt with Pam and he's like trying to coach him on the phone. He's disgusting. He's got that
back from the gym doing my squat.
He's got the brush, like that sacred brush. He's got the wolf tattoo.
The lone wolf. It's me in my back there.
Jimmy McElroy. Wait,
Michaels. McElroy.
We like it. We have that scene memorized.
Yeah, we do. We've told you it's Will Ferrell. If it was anyone else,
Yeah. Nick
we
Nolte.
wouldn't have it memorized.
Oh, and the coach in that movie's hilarious.
Oh, he's the guy's in
The Iron Lotus.
he's in Parenthood.
Yeah, the
TV show.
Yeah.
The Iron Lotus.
Craig T. Nelson. Yeah, Mr. Incredible is their coach.
Yeah. Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey? Will Ferrell. Next question.
Jim Carrey, I think, is better at doing serious movies though. Like he's got a better.
You said you want Will Ferrell in your face. That's all Jim Carrey is.
No,
is
but but sometimes Jim Carrey can be really serious and like Truman Show. That's not a comedy, but it makes you think. That movie makes you think.
That's a good movie. Yes.
There's another movie you haven't seen. It's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That movie's amazing.
But when I think of repetitive, I think of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he like if
he's just like
okay.
Wow.
When he's bad, he's bad. But when he's better, when he's good, I think he's better than Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Completely disagree. The expectations for Jim Carrey, I know a lot of people like him, but the expectations for Jim Carrey are so low just because he does the same thing that when he does something different, it's like, hey, he did something different. You're up here now.
I feel like, but like in the '90s, he was like The Mask, he was Ace Ventura, he was the Cable Guy, all that other shit. And then after that, he's like,
myself
okay,
and Irene, like
like,
it's just all the same.
But I think after that, after the '90s, he's like, okay, I'm done with that. I can't keep doing that anymore. That's old. I need to do something new. And I think he's been able to move on, and I feel like Will Ferrell is not. Like, Will Ferrell in recent years hasn't gotten, like, he's been doing the same shit, and I feel like he's kind of getting stuck in that. Like, he did Holmes and Watson, which sucked, and that bombed at the box office. He did
The House.
Get Hard.
Get
The
Hard
House.
was hilarious.
I know. I remember you maybe watched that. I did not think that was that funny. Yeah, Jim Carrey is pretty good. He was in that Sonic movie. I didn't
Grinch?
see it. Yeah, I think the movie's pretty funny. Like, I know, like...
I don't think its purpose is to be funny.
I think it is. The Grinch?
Get Hard's hilarious.
I remember watching it and I was like, yeah, this is okay.
Land of the Lost.
Yeah, I
hilarious.
That movie we quote all the time. He's
Well,
not even in your
Have
face.
you seen
in
The
that
House?
movie. Yeah, I did. I thought it was okay.
That movie's pretty funny.
I don't know. I think I was just... I don't know. Now, I feel like Will Ferrell hasn't done anything like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad.
He hasn't done anything in a while, yeah, but everything that he has delivered, like, he could probably give us one of the funniest SNL skits ever.
Okay, yeah, SNL-wise, I think he's probably... I don't think Jim Carrey's been on SNL, so...
Well, if he has, it's not memorable. Like, we need more cowbell. Like,
Yeah.
it's just that simple.
True. I think Jim Carrey was typecasted as the same part for a while, so I don't know if that's his fault. That's true. I mean, if you want...
But you can diversify. Like, you can act...
Well, if the director's telling you just do the same shit that you always do, then, you know...
I know, but, like, I feel like you can bring something different to the table when doing it.
That's fair. I think it is...
Like, here, we go on air every week to our millions of viewers, but, like, we can act different. Like, we can bring a different thing to it. You know
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I think,
Best childhood movie.
Wow. I'll go Star Wars 4.
Star Wars 4.
It is important to get the Star Wars nostalgia started at a young age. So
Star Wars 4.
Star Wars A New Hope, yeah.
That's actually Star Wars 1.
Nope.
That's your childhood movie? I'm not sure many...
When I think of that movie, I think of watching it when I was younger. I think that's very important to get nostalgia ingrained in a young...
Spaceballs.
Yeah, I don't think that's a kid movie, though. Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing, but I remember laughing my ass off when I did watch it.
Yeah, that's funny. Jeff Bridges, the dad, because of Winn-Dixie's.
Yes.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
Okay, alright. You want me to go to the next?
Yeah, let's see what we got.
I want to talk about Clone Wars a little bit. Who's better? What's better, Christmas or wedding season?
Mr. Gray. Wedding season? Bing, bing, bing! Wedding Crashers.
Oh, okay. That movie is such a weird cast. It's got but a cast you'd never think would go together. Bradley Cooper, Christopher Walken, Will Ferrell, who's in it for like 2 seconds.
No, that cast couldn't have been picked better.
I know, I'm just saying, you would have never think that
the
that
bad
would go...
guy from Mall Cop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, Christopher Walken played the perfect role, the powerful guy who has a lot of money. Like, I'm a very powerful man. Yes, you are. Like, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson play off each other so well. I mean, you were talking about this before we went on. The Internship, which I don't think gets a lot of love, but they were just unreal in that movie, too. The way they bounce things off each other was just incredible.
Can you do your impression of Owen Wilson saying, I don't want you to marry him? Wait, what is it? I don't want you to marry me. Just not to marry...
What does he say?
I don't want you to marry me. I just want you not to marry him.
I'm not telling you to marry me. I'm just telling you not to marry him.
Wow.
Sam Wilson, everyone.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Bradley Cooper plays the perfect dick in that movie.
Yeah,
like,
he's really hateable.
He's in a lot of different movies, too.
Yeah, he's got a really
Limitless, The Hangover.
Yeah. I did not think you were going to say Limitless first.
What?
Have you seen Limitless? I didn't think that out of all of his filmography, I did not think you were going to say that first.
Yeah, I've seen Limitless.
Yeah.
It's a really funny movie.
Stars Born, Guardians of the Galaxy, like all the...
Forgot about Stars Born. American Sniper.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I know that's like very well acclaimed.
God, I'm telling you, what's electric? Whenever Jared puts something in the comments, it's just electric.
Feel free to just keep going in there. Again, if you guys have any recommendations or anything you guys want us to talk about, or just anything you guys want us to watch, or just say whatever you guys have been doing during the quarantine, also feel free to leave a like. I see there's 8 people in there, so let's get that like up to 8. So, Stars Born, yeah, we already mentioned that.
You're late.
Also, Bradley Cooper does really good impressions. Like
Does he?
He did an impression of Christopher Walken. It sounds just like him. Like he's a very good voice actor, and I feel like you don't get that a lot with celebrities now. Like I feel like I don't know. I always love seeing impressions.
So you want to talk about the Clone Wars?
Oh yeah, I did. The newest episode that came out yesterday was insane. Like the season ended like 10 years ago, and they never really got to finish the show.
George Clooney.
Yeah, not George Clooney. And so anyways, they brought it back, and they're finishing it in the right way, which I'm really happy with because episode 9 was kind of trash. Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I hope something Star Wars-wise pays off because Star Wars is kind of in a shithole right now. It's got to redeem
I
itself.
wouldn't say it's in a shithole.
But like, the fan base isn't as united as it could be, and I think I don't really care that much about like some of the newer projects.
It's not that united, really?
Yeah, episode 8 was because... In episode 8, Luke said, I'm done being a Jedi, and everyone was kind of like, that's my favorite character, how could he do that? Or other people were like, this is a really interesting direction. So it kind of split the fan base down the middle.
That's what old people do, they die. Old school. That's another good Will Ferrell movie.
I was waiting for you to say that.
That's another good Will Ferrell movie.
But
anyways, keep going.
They brought back the Clone Wars, and there's some really crazy shit that's happening. They're hinting at the episode 3. So like Anakin and Obi-Wan are talking to another Jedi, and they're like, we gotta leave, we gotta go to Coruscant, we gotta save the Chancellor.
I still think that's one of the best
openings.
Action. Oh, one of the best openings, but one of the best action sequences.
I love it. I get
When
so
he fights
excited.
Obi-Wan, I think it's one of the best action sequences.
What do you think is more iconic cartoon duo, Tom and Jerry or SpongeBob and Patrick's? I mean, Tom and Jerry never talk, so...
Tom and Jerry never talk, so it's hard to get that much. SpongeBob and Patrick are really dumb, but Patrick's kind of a tank.
SpongeBob and
They're
Patrick's...
hilarious together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with them.
We used to have a Tom and Jerry DVD, and I remember, I would watch that over and over again, but
yeah, but Tom and Jerry never talk. Jerry's the mouse, right? It was always entertaining and amusing watching that. But SpongeBob and Patrick, they give you a good laugh.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So I'll have to go with SpongeBob and Patrick.
Best Julia Roberts movie? None, actually. The really trick question.
Best
There is
Julia Roberts movies? I mean, I haven't seen a lot.
I
think Julia Roberts played...
the same role.
No, voiced the mom in Shrek 2. Throwback.
Really?
Yes. I'm 90% sure. But I'm going to have to go with Eat, Pray, Love. That was a really good movie, I thought. You disagree, but I thought it was really good.
I haven't seen Pretty Woman, so I guess I'll have to say that because I know everyone loves that movie, so I guess I'll go with Pretty Woman.
What else are we looking at here? Sorry, we're not too familiar with...
Aaron Brockovich I heard was good, but I'd never seen it. Ben is Back, Wonder, The Smurfs,
That's with Owen
Money
Wilson,
Monster. Yeah, it's really just none. Yeah.
I'll go with Eat, Pray, Love. Respect.
I
I don't just like dark stuff.
I know, I like fun stuff too. That's why I got a Pretty Woman, yeah.
That's true. Julia Rob hurts. That's good. That's good.
Wait, what? 22 Jump Street, yeah. I would like
to... Jesus died for her. What movie is that? Put it in the group chat. Someone put it.
Yeah, I like fun movies. So I got... Oh, you guys can barely see it, but baby.
Yeah, Jack likes fun movies like Jaws. Like when people die.
Jaws. So people do it.
Anyway, we're talking about the Clone Wars.
Yeah. There's a really awesome action sequence where all these ships are flying onto a planet and they're planning an invasion, but all these people are coming up with jetpacks and it's kind of an ambush. So then one Jedi is standing on top of the ships and is hopping from ship to ship, cutting people down, and their jetpacks are exploding. It's this really crazy action sequence.
Jetpack Joyride.
Yeah, but I'm so happy that we finally can get some great tech. It's an animated show, and it's better horror movie. Sinister 1 or Sinister 2? Sinister 1.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, Ethan loves his horror movies. But, I'm so happy that, even though it's a cartoon,
What's that supposed to be?
I don't know. Even though it's a cartoon, it's filmed amazingly. And if you have Disney Plus, it's a must-watch if you're a Star Wars fan.
Shout out to Dr. Mike.
Yeah. If you have Disney Plus, it's a must-watch, and if you're a Star Wars fan, it's gonna... I know everyone hates episode 1, 2, and 3, but... Because I've watched that show, I
never
enjoy
get love, and that frustrates me because episode 3 was really good.
Eat, Pray, Love is trash.
Don't say it.
Okay. But yeah, I love that show had so much more context to Star Wars and especially the prequel era, and it makes me appreciate that so much more than episode 7, 8, 9.
I still think 3 is unreal.
I think it's really entertaining.
I wish they could have made 4, 5, and 6 with the technology we had now.
Yeah, but I still feel
like to see everything.
Yeah, I think I still love it though. I feel like a lot of it still holds up. I feel like all the actors are really giving it their best, which I think is,
Which you think is good?
Yeah, Harrison Ford is a dick the whole time, and he's really in it. Carrie Fisher.
He played a perfect role in that.
Yeah. I was looking at his filmography after it, and he's
we're using that word a lot today.
Yeah. Word of the day: filmography.
Write it down.
Best training montage. Ooh. So basically, it comes on to Rocky. Which Rocky movie is it though?
Blades of Glory, getting ready to go out.
Blades of Glory.
Best training montage. Yeah, I mean Rocky's
Hereditary. Hereditary does not have a training montage. Hereditary is a horror movie. It's really good.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Training montage.
Training montage. I like Miracle's got a good one.
Yeah, with the
Miracle's got a really good one.
Miracle, the soundtrack in the movie really made the montage that interesting. Probably Rocky 4 is really cheesy when he's running up the mountain and he's Rocky Drago.
So Rocky 4 always got me pumped up though.
Yeah.
All the Rocky movies did a really good job.
Yeah. Creed. The first Creed one I thought was really good, and he's running up the mountain and the motorcycle people are going. I think it's Future that's rapping in the background.
I thought Creed 2 was better than Creed 1.
I don't know. You saw Creed 2.
Yeah, just the storyline behind it, I thought it was a lot better.
I just like Creed 1 because I feel like it's more relatable to me because I think Creed 1 is about being a son versus Creed 2 is
You want to be a boxer.
No, but Creed 1's about being a son and how do you live up to your dad's legacy. I think that's more... I can relate to that more versus Creed 2, which is about being a dad. And I mean, I'm not a dad, so I couldn't tell you. So
I could be your dad.
What's that from? Oh, that's from The Campaign.
The Campaign.
Yeah. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
That's one of
that's
those
got a really good
HBO
training montage. Of dodge wrench, you dodge ball. Like, it's just that simple.
And he's got that song that he's playing. He's like, all right, ladies. And it's like,
Lady, now!
Oh, my God. Oh, the Karate Kid one. Yeah, that's a good one. When he's like...
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
Which Karate Kid, though? Jaden Smith?
Which one?
Wax on, wax off.
Is it Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, the next Karate Kid, or Karate Kid, the one with Jaden Smith? Because there's like 5 of them.
No, Karate Kid 1, for sure.
Yeah, the very first one, yeah.
I thought that was really good when he was just getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
Those guys, the enemies in that movie, the Cobra Kai, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Those guys acted really well.
Yeah. That movie still holds up. Like, I think it's a little cheesy with the, stuff like with the music, and they got like Bannerama in there, but like it's such a fun movie, and
I forgot what the ending song is.
You're the best around.
Yeah, you're the
best around. Add that to your running playlist.
You could run through a wall.
Makes the experience so much better.
Yeah.
Training montage. Yeah, I would have to go with one of the Rocky movies.
Yeah,
probably Rocky 4.
He's punching the meat.
He's
punching the meat.
When he's
I'm pretty mad. I'm just gonna go punch a chicken.
When he's like looking in the mirror, and then you see Drago, and he like pulls off the picture, and he's like in the mirror. I love that.
Just like the Joker, he imagined stuff. So did Rocky.
Yeah. 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 I probably training montages. I'd have to go to like Rocky. Because I feel like sports movies usually have the best ones.
Yeah, sports movies definitely do.
Yeah. Speaking of sports movies, I know that best Steve Carell role, excluding The Office, I have to go with Get Smart.
He's really good in that.
Get Smart's really funny.
40-year-old virgin. He's hilarious in that. I mean, whenever you see Steve Carell, your mind just immediately goes to The Office.
Yeah, I would
like,
think so. I'm gonna look up some
that
roles.
guy
I
is
feel
just
like I'm forgetting.
Like, I have a question for you.
Oh, The Way Back. He's really good in that.
Total dick in that.
Kenny Loggins. Yep. No, I don't get it.
Kenny Loggins.
Yep.
I'm not sure who that is, but I think we're just going back in the olden days, like Abraham Lincoln and.
Kenny Loggins made the soundtrack to Caddyshack.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Chasing the Chicken. Oh yeah, and Rocky's Chasing the Chicken.
That was dumb.
Yeah. What was Yeah, I would probably go The Way Back. I feel like that's really
you
good.
thought it was best? No.
Crazy Stupid Love. I was also gonna say, but
Anchorman.
Oh
Brick,
yeah.
iconic role.
I like ice cream.
Brick, why do you have a hand grenade? I don't know.
And he's walking around with it.
But I think about Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah. I
forget. No, you didn't. Did you?
I just read that comment.
Oh, sorry. He was really good in that too.
Yeah, because I feel really bad for him. I like the part where
that's just such a likable movie. I feel like anyone would like that movie.
Yeah, and I like the part when he especially that kind of shows him as like a really nice dad. He's divorced, but he still goes back to his house and does all the yard work and everything when it's like 2 a.m.
That's just a dad doing dad things.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice. You really feel for him.
But yeah, I feel like as soon as you see Steve Carell, your mind immediately goes to The Office. What would you do if Steve Carell was your boss?
Quit. I know.
Come on.
That would not work.
You would always have a story to tell.
You would love it. I would be like, I might lose my job today.
That guy would make fun of me, and I'd be like, all right, whatever you want.
I feel like Dunder Mifflin is such a terrible company.
You would go back, tell your kids, you would not believe the day I had. It was Pretzel Day.
Best movie soundtrack? Okay.
Easy, Hot Rod.
With Europe?
Hot Rod has the best music soundtrack ever.
Okay.
That movie was amazing.
It's all Europe. It's Danger on the Track. Whatever.
Just dying in my arms. That movie just everything about that. He's doing Tai Chi and the guy's rubbing him down. That movie has the best music soundtrack by far.
I would think
it's so unique. Every time they play a song, you're like, really this?
One that I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, Space Jam. I feel like Space Jam's got a lot of really good music.
I've never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I gotta see that.
No, there's a really good song. Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
I guess.
Forrest Gump. Good job.
I like movies that have a really fun soundtrack that are really diverse. I mean, it's kind of hard. Nothing has really come to my mind.
MasterChef.
Yeah, MasterChef.
The music gets really low during drama. Yeah. American Idol. Are they gonna make it through or not? Go back to the notes. See what else we got.
I've been. Have you been watching any new shows or anything?
I'm trying to think. No, I haven't. Oh no, actually, I have.
Okay.
New shows?
Yeah.
MasterChef.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I started watching for the first time That 70s Show, and that's been a main reason why I haven't been watching a lot of new movies, because it's I could watch Snowpiercer or I could watch 3 episodes of That 70s Show, which is really fun.
But I'm telling you, you gotta watch The Ranch. It has like a lot of the same cast from that '70s show. It's hilarious.
I might need to get into that.
It's just a guy show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The original Tank. He's in it. Yeah. It's just an awesome show. That's something you gotta get a watch out for.
Let me finish that '70s show and then I'll check it out.
See you in a couple years.
Soundtrack, So I Married an Axe Murderer. Yeah, I've never seen that movie, so I couldn't.
Misery.
Misery. Yeah. It's
Is
really
that James Caan?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. One of my friends the other day said that they met Robert Duvall and Francis Ford Coppola in an interview.
Really?
They were talking about
Godfather?
a little bit, and they were also Pulp Fiction's got a really good one. That I probably should have thought of that. All the good movie soundtracks have escaped my mind at the moment. But they were also talking about what's that one movie where they're in the jungle? Have you seen Father of the Year? No.
No, I haven't.
Don't even. Is that like a Netflix movie?
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Ethan has some different questions.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Father of the Year. But anyways, what you're saying?
you were talking about what's that movie when they're in the Vietnam War? It's with Robert Duvall. It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Someone put it in the chat.
Full Metal Jacket?
No, that's by Kubrick.
Okay, more. I'm not sure.
He needs to watch Letterkenny. Oh yeah,
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. I got a lot of stuff I gotta watch first.
I need to watch, like, one thing that's on my list right now is the Daredevil show. People have said that's like amazing.
Why don't we talk about our next picks for each other?
Oh yeah. Okay. I was just saying in general, like what I want to watch.
You said you have two in mind for me.
Yeah, I had one, but then I had two, and I only have one. It's a comedy movie. It's hilarious.
All right, we'll get around to it, Ethan. All right.
Is it Ethan? Tell if it's on Netflix or not. My pick for you is either gonna be this. I was thinking
Really?
Baby Driver. Yeah, because it's really fun. It's really cool. I had something else. I forgot what it was, and that one I thought would. Damn it! I forget what it is now. What
John Hamm is pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean he's not really like.
No, but when
he's not hilarious.
I know, but when he's in Bridesmaids, he's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Apocalypse Now. Thank you.
He's actually like
Yeah,
he's just
that's
such a
what it
dick in Bridesmaids.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's got a really cool cast. I like Baby Driver is such a weird, cool movie.
I mean, I feel like Tiger King is not my next. Like, you already have to finish it. Like, that doesn't count as a pick for me.
Okay.
Right?
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, I had another. I remember.
All right, go ahead.
Well, it was a show. It was called The Haunting of Hill House. I think you might like it. If you don't.
How long is it?
Well, I think there's 8 episodes.
Oh, it's not bad.
So yeah, I got Mom and Dad into it, and Dad's, as you know, Dad's not a huge horror guy, but we watched the whole thing. Oh, Ethan said it's on Netflix.
There's actually a new thing I want to talk about. It's coming out on Sunday. The documentary on Michael Jordan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's when he played for the Bulls, and I'm a big basketball fan, so it's gonna dive deep into that.
Where's that going? Like, where's that
I'm
gonna
not
be?
sure, but I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for it tomorrow. Tomorrow I gotta watch that.
Best mob movie.
Mob movie?
Probably The Godfather.
Yeah, probably The Godfather. I feel like everyone's gonna pick that one.
Yeah.
Godfather 1 or 2. We talked about that last week. I go with 1.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the thing about Michael Jordan, that's something I definitely gotta watch out for. Any people who are into sports, that's a really good one. Even if you're not, like
the guy's
during
legendary.
Like the guy was like looked at as like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like he was like an amazing how he just what he did. He was just like astonishing. So that's something I would definitely keep an eye out for. They talk about him, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, which was like the big 3 on those Bulls teams that won 6 rings. So that's something that it's gonna be coming out Sunday, and there's 13 episodes to that.
Oh, okay. So it's like a docuseries.
Yeah, it's a documentary series. So.
Streaming on ESPN at 9.
There it is.
Okay.
That's tomorrow,
Okay.
I believe, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of Irishman way too long. Yeah, it's like 3.5 hours.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's not in that.
He's not?
No.
Who's in that?
It's with Robert De Niro.
Close.
Yeah, you're really close. Best cheesy high school coming of age guilty pleasure. That is a oddly specific and niche.
That is a very long question.
Wow. Best cheesy high school coming of age guilty pleasure movie. I don't know if I can.
Should we just say it at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. High School Musical.
High School Musical 2.
High School Musical 2. That might be up for hell of a soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Corbin Blue.
You know
Wow. I want that hair. That's something I want.
Yeah, maybe we'll put that in the best soundtrack. High School Musical 2.
What would you say?
High School Musical 2 definitely better than High School Musical 1. Zac Efron's not even singing the first one.
Remember
They didn't
3
let him
O'Clock
sing.
High?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was okay.
I mean, I'm just trying to think.
I forgot about that movie.
Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a funny
Okay.
one. The same guy, the guy who plays the bass player in that thing
Yes.
you do. He's the main character and Can't Hardly Wait.
He is? Oh,
Yes.
yes. He's like a
Yes.
nerdy guy in that.
Yeah.
Booksmart. Yeah, I like Booksmart. I don't know if I would say guilty pleasure, though. Guilty pleasure is, like, usually it's so bad, but you like it
That is
anyway.
good.
Yeah,
So High School Musical definitely fits that.
yeah, I mean, Booksmart I actually think is, like, genuinely good. I know it's not your taste, but I think, like, the direction and the technique of that film is
They have Jason Sudeikis,
crisp.
which helps.
Yeah, it's got Jason Sudeikis in it. Love that. For those who don't know, also Jason Sudeikis is in the last episode of The Mandalorian, and it's great. So
And he's
definitely
in
check
We're
it
the
out.
Millers. Which is
And he's in We're the Millers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
I'm trying to think
cheesy-
of other.
like that's such a. I feel like 80s. There's a lot of 80s movies that could go in there.
Yeah, you
like
could pretty much say
any
anything
John
in the
Hughes.
80s.
I would say any John Hughes. Why would High School Musical 2 be a guilty pleasure? It's a gift from God. You're absolutely right. I mean, like that's very true.
Have you ever seen Can't Buy Me Love?
I watched half of it. I think. And then I
That's a
fell
pretty
asleep.
good movie.
Yeah. I remember the song.
Yeah.
That's soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack.
No, not like how.
16 Candles. Yeah. 16 Candles is okay.
Breakfast Club. You can talk about all
High
those.
School Musical 1 all day. No, High School
Wow.
Musical 2 is better. I'm sorry. Like it's not even in a high school. That's how good it is. It
If you have
doesn't even
Corbin
need
Blue,
to be in a high
if
school.
you have Corbin Blue going like this with his hair in episode 2, like that has to be the best one.
High School Musical episode 2.
Yeah, it's Sky High.
Sky High is pretty cheesy. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Brooks.
He's breaking the phone. But you will. Yeah.
He was he's in Tombstone, Miracle, and Sky High.
Sky High.
It's a hell of a track record.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of cheesy 80 movies. He was like an action star for a bit. Did you know that Kurt Russell was Walt Disney's last words? Like he's dying on his deathbed and he just goes Kurt Russell. And then everyone's like, "What does that mean?" He's
Shout
like,
out
"I don't know."
Walt Disney.
Best date movie? Are you saying movie about a date, or are you saying movie to go on a date with? I feel like that could be like any way.
Oh,
Like I don't know, like best movie about like a best rom-com movie. Is that what she's going for?
I think she would have just said rom-com movie.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
Baby Driver. I'll just say that.
Seriously?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws too. Hereditary, Joker,
Human Centipede.
Schindler's List.
But yeah.
I'm gonna see.
What else we got there in the notes?
I was gonna talk about some video games that I've recently been
Alright.
restarting.
Uncharted.
Yeah, I mean, I finished Uncharted last week, but I was replaying it. You watched me play some of the missions in that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. That game just looks crazy.
Dude.
Because like we were talking about, it's really hard to make a good action movie
Yeah.
unless it's like that's why I feel like Fast and the Furious is like still going because it just gives us like
It just keeps going bigger and bigger.
it just goes bigger and bigger and you see different shit that you're like, wow.
You never would have expected that. That's
You
even
see a
possible.
guy flying with one arm who going through Africa, like hanging from a ceiling that's on fire.
Yeah.
Like who's not gonna like watch that?
Yeah.
Who's not gonna watch a clip of that?
Yeah, and I think Uncharted, like, he's got such a good bond with his brother that you really care. Like that one scene where,
And that's basically like the video game.
yeah, but I think like the Scooby-Doo Freddie Prinze Jr. Best date is that for best date movie? I don't know.
I think talking about high school movie. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways.
I love the bond that he's got with his brother, and also those voice actors are like best
Yeah.
friends in real life. But I love
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool to think
They're
about.
in a bunch of stuff. Like they cameo in a bunch of stuff, and like they've done like Batman stuff. They've done Star Wars stuff. Like they're everywhere. But I love that part where they're on the bike and the one guy's driving, the other guy's shooting back at the car, and it's just insane. Like it's just like
Yeah,
this is
that's
never
pretty
ending.
crazy.
Yeah. And the part where the car's driving and then you gotta hook onto a
They're
car
kinda
on the
like the
bridge.
highway.
Yeah, and you gotta swing like
That's what I mean. Like people are gonna pay to watch that.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're never gonna see that before. That's why the Fast and Furious keeps coming out with new shit.
Mission
We're gonna watch
Impossible
it.
keeps doing it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but that shit's real. Like
Yeah.
Tom Cruise actually like doing that.
Yeah, he like I don't know.
Like
if
I feel like I need to watch that now because
yeah,
the
maybe
guy's putting his body on the line, his life on the line.
Maybe that can be our pick for next week.
Yeah, slow down. I don't know.
Maybe that we can work up to that.
Maybe. I gotta
or
think
maybe
about
John Wick or something.
I gotta think.
No, because it's
Jack's
the
two
same thing.
favorite movies: Mission Impossible, John Wick.
I love those franchises. We were gonna actually. I mean, I guess now would be a great time. I've been planning on saying this like every stream, but so our plan was, if you couldn't already tell, me, Anna, and Austin were going to cover Crazy Stupid Love or Harry Met Sally. Harry Met Sally's really good.
Creature of Love's good too.
So the plan was, obviously we can't really do it now until this whole quarantine thing ends. But the plan was we were going to do Planet of the Apes. Obviously you could tell because when we'd always mentioned that we watched the previous one, so we were gonna watch the third one, make the episode. That's obviously gonna have to wait.
James Franco.
Yeah, he's in the first one.
Respect.
So we were gonna do that. We were also gonna do the Spider-Man trilogy.
Tobey Maguire.
And I haven't seen those in like so long, so I was really excited to rewatch them.
Tobey
but
Maguire's
it's
actually coming
not.
back.
Yeah, he kind of is. People think that he might be.
No,
like,
I was making a joke.
People think he might play like Uncle Ben, and then later ones just be kind of cool, or like a pizza delivery guy. So you could say pizza time, which would be great.
Pizza delivery guy.
Pizza time.
Oh, James Franco's in that too.
Yeah,
I forgot about. Jeez, it's weird how everything connects.
Yeah.
The interview. If you just like name an actor, and just look about like what they've been in.
Yeah.
The interview. Like,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
This is the end. I remember in This Is the End they're playing themselves, so they're like.
Why him?
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Like we were just talking about Kurt Russell. Like
Kurt Russell's got a really weird filmography. Yeah.
Like wow.
But to go back to like what we were gonna do, so we were gonna do an episode about the Apes trilogy. We were gonna do an episode about the Spider-Man trilogy, and then to go into summer, just like kind of the fun summer movie season. We were gonna do the John Wick trilogy, and then obviously we'd fill in the gaps with some other episodes. We were thinking about doing Injustice 2 at some point because I just finished the comic a few weeks ago. But obviously we can't do that until I want to wait for Anna and Austin to get on that because I know that those will be.
That's when I'm getting the boot.
Well, I mean,
am I staying?
I mean, you can stay if you want, but
I'll let the audience decide.
Yeah.
I'll see how my performance does in these
Yeah.
recent weeks. So we'll see how we're doing with that.
Yeah.
So whether you guys want me to come back or not, you guys tell me, and then Jack can make the ultimate decision.
Comment down below. Let me know. And as always, like was here, and you want to see more, click right here to see it. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, just like let us know if you want me to come back because I'm like kind of a big deal and I can bring a lot to the show. So
yeah,
like, whatever.
But yeah, they're gonna make an Uncharted movie, but they're gonna make it with Tom Holland, who's like 20.
Tom Hanks.
And he doesn't look like Uncharted. He doesn't look like Nathan Drake, who's the main character, and I'm kind of upset about that because
really.
Yeah, because Nathan Drake's like 35, and he looks like Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Scott.
Yeah. You think you should cast Nathan Fillion, but we're going to cast a 20-year-old, and we're going to make it a prequel. Like, yay. For those who don't know, Uncharted's basically like Indiana Jones meets like Mission Impossible. I'm really excited that...
That's just wow.
Sam
stays. That's one. That's one. Keep them coming.
Leave a like if you guys want Sam to stay.
Keep them coming. We know. Like, props to Ethan. That just made my day. I'm gonna go to bed with a smile on my face. So, respect.
But
I'll keep talking about Morgan Wallen, Will Ferrell. Just keep doing everything.
Kurt Russell, Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. He was in a bunch of weird 80s movies. The Thing, I really liked. He's amazing in that. Sky High. He's got a weird filmography.
Yeah.
Tom Holland has still not responded to my DM about Uncharted. Yeah, for those who don't know, Anna actually DM'd Tom Holland on Instagram, but he has yet to respond. So we're still waiting for that.
When we find out, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Should be coming soon.
Yeah. Should be. I mean,
our millions of viewers will know soon.
Yes. So
anyway, I think we should just do our picks now. So what? I want to hear your final determined pick for me.
I feel I'm gonna go Baby Driver. I think.
All right.
I think it's like Baby Driver.
Okay. What do we got there for a cast?
Okay, you got Kevin Spacey, who's Austin's favorite actor.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. We also have Jamie Foxx, Ansel. I mean, the main character's kind of an unknown actor. Lily James, who like Anna is like favorite. Anna's
Whoa, that's another Sam comment.
Sam, if you get booted, you can guest host on mine. Oh, so there you go. You guys gotta. Like,
No, I want to be here. I want to be in my house. This is where I live. But I appreciate that. You run a show, you let me know.
He's also John Hamm's in there too.
I appreciate that comment, by the way.
Yeah.
These are just all
You got a
good
backup now.
Sam stays, another one. Keep them coming.
So
now Jack's like, what do I do? Like, we got another guy on. Like, is Jack in the boot? Well, we don't know. But I'm trying to think about my pick for you. I would love to just get like a stupid comedy for you to hate.
that's fine. Oh, you want me to shit? You want me to shit on a
No.
movie?
I might do Get Hard.
Okay, fine.
I just want to see what you have to say about that because the fact that you said Will Ferrell's made nothing good in recent years.
Well, he made Holmes and Watson, which sucked.
Holmes and Watson, yeah, that did suck. But it's
Yeah.
like, try.
And everyone's like, "Oh, it's gonna be good because it's him and John C. Reilly again."
Yeah, him and John C. Reilly are amazing together.
But not in that movie.
All right, ready? So here's something. Try to watch Holmes and Watson and not laugh. I bet you can't do it.
I could do it.
Okay, but we're not watching. Like that's
No,
not
I'm
my
just
pick.
saying I could do it.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
If I was right next to you on the couch, you would not be able to do it.
I could do it.
I'm telling you, wouldn't.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, you're smirking now.
Because I know I could do it.
No, the answer's no.
Okay.
But my pick for you might be Get Hard.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever seen
With
that?
Kevin Hart, I feel like Kevin Hart isn't always like
He's just so
as funny as he thinks he is.
No, he's not. I really like Kevin Hart too. But like, he just seems like if like I was Ice Cube and Ride Along and Kevin Hart, I'd just be like, dude, shut up. Like, just please.
You always wanted me to watch Ride Along with you, and I'm like, dude, I do not want to watch
No,
this
I don't
movie.
think it was that good. That's just me.
And they made Ride Along 2.
Me in the younger days. There were so many unanswered questions to Ride Along 1.
They had to make
come out with Ride Along 2.
Yeah.
But I might do Get Hard for you.
You know what Ride Along makes me, like, to kind of change the subject. I'm fine with Get Hard. Okay, so the picks are Get Hard and Baby Driver.
I know
Get
Get Hard's not the greatest movie in the world, but I had to show Jack up because he said Will Ferrell hasn't made anything great in recent years.
Okay.
So.
Damn it, what was I going to say? Oh.
Ride Along.
No, yeah, you were talking about Ride Along, and then I was thinking of something else. Damn it.
Oh,
I was thinking of 21 Jump Street, because those movies are really funny.
Those movies are pretty funny.
They were going to make a 21 Jump Street crossover with Men in Black. It was going to be called MIB 23, which would have been really cool.
That does sound pretty
and
cool.
that didn't happen.
I'm
really pissed. That would have been awesome.
So many comedy movies where actors just have great chemistry with each other. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly.
Yeah. You need a duo, right? You can't have just
one. No, but some people can have duo. Some people can be on their own.
Okay.
Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
And then Steve Zahn, Jack Black.
Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller a little bit in Dodgeball as well.
Dodgeball, they're pretty funny in that. They've been in... I feel like they've been in more movies together. Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. I feel like we're missing one.
I could look up Vince Vaughn. I'm going to look up Vince Vaughn. And what is your... I mean, now that we're here, what is your guys' favorite Vince Vaughn movie? Feel free to comment that in the chat.
Yeah, because... I mean, I'm going to have to go with Wedding Crashers. That movie's just hilarious.
Vince Vaughn.
And Internship's up there, too. Now, that does not get a lot of credit.
Breakup, Wedding Crashers, Couples Retreat, Brawl. Oh, that was like a serious movie they did. Fighting with My Family, I heard he's really good in that.
Dodgeball. Hard to forget that one.
They made a documentary about Dodgeball?
Anchorman, Wes Mantooth.
Yeah!
Wes Mantooth. Dorothy Mantooth.
I forgot about
Dorothy Mantooth's a saint.
True Detective, Anchorman 2.
He was a bad guy.
Delivery Man. Sure. What? I never saw True Detective.
Detective.
I need to watch that.
Anchorman 2. That might have the best action sequence either. The fight at the end.
I like the one at
the ghost of Stonewall Jackson?
Yeah. Whatever. I knew you were a psychic. Jack, where do you find your guests? This guy sucks.
You know what, Sean? How about you just lock it up? Because this is kind of a big deal. I'm bringing a lot of...
The Watch.
The Watch.
That was great.
That's with Ben Stiller. That's the other one we forgot about.
I have the scenario in my
People on this show love me, so... This guy, I don't know what this guy's talking about. This guy's got some problems.
4 Christmases?
Sean, why don't you just go do a math problem or something? Draw a picture. 4 Christmases, that's good.
Into the Wild? I don't know. He's in that.
He's in the Wild.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Be Cool, Anchorman 1. It's called Anchorman Wake Up Run.
Yeah, that's another thing that they made.
Yeah, Dodgeball, Old School.
Old School, he was hilarious in Old School.
Oh, I forgot.
He's in Zoolander.
Vince Vaughn's in Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good movie.
We're watching he's in Rudy.
Yeah, that's right. He's in Rudy. He's a dick in that movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He was so, skinny back in the day.
Yeah, it's really weird to look at him. That's not what you look
Who's
like.
the other guy who's in Iron Man?
John Favreau?
Yeah, John Favreau.
Well, yeah, I think he started as an actor, and then he went into a director, and now he acts in his movies that he directs. It's kind of weird. So, now sometimes he just acts. He actually...
It's like a coach of the team just playing their kid.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I actually really respect him now because, like we were saying...
Swingers. You seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
John Favreau and Vince Vaughn.
Oh, okay. Maybe I bet John Favreau directed that. John Favreau directed a lot of movies that I feel like people don't know about. So, I mean, obviously he made Iron Man, but he also made Elf. He also made The Jungle Book.
He made Elf?
Yeah, he did. He's the doctor.
Sam, who cut your hair? I like my hair like this for anyone knows. I might buzz it again. Looks really good.
The quarantine cut.
The quarantine cut. Just had to do it. Playoff beard.
Yeah. But John Favreau, what I also appreciate was so like we were kind of saying, Star Wars is kind of in a shit show, and he directed the Mandalorian show, which is a really interesting. Did? Yeah. Wow. And then he voiced some of the characters in it. Like he's kind of into Star Wars. He's kind of
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Sure. Macaulay Culkin. You know, there's a theory that the kid in Home Alone eventually he likes it so much that he eventually becomes Saw, and then he puts people in traps. That's a really weird theory that people have.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
Macaulay Culkin talked about it. He's like, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that guy's got problems.
Yeah, he's got a really weird
Look
life.
what that guy looks like right now. It's like the guy who's kicking and screaming Mark Avery.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Beans.
Yeah.
The guy who's in Cheaper by the Dozen. Look at him now.
Yeah. Cheaper by the Dozen. I feel like I remember that movie, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember.
Well, it's pretty easy.
I remember it's a movie, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's parents trying to manage 12 kids.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
Good Luck.
It's like Good Luck Charlie times 2.
You would be very stressed out of that movie. They're having breakfast and the house gets destroyed.
Yeah. No.
I have an idea. Just don't have 12 kids. Like, who says that? Hey, 12 kids is like a really, really good idea. Like, that's really, you want to go for 13? No, that's too much. But 12, is it?
12? Yeah.
All right, anyways.
Vince Vaughn fighting with my family. Yeah, I heard that was really good. I didn't see it, though.
That's
Some
the
people
wrestling
said-
one, right?
Yeah. He's like the
He plays a
coach
serious
now.
one in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
plays
more
serious?
serious movie, but...
The Rock's in that, too.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn's also in Hacksaw Ridge, and he's like the military sergeant. He's like a dick in that. I like
He
him.
can come off as like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie's really serious, and like when it gets down into the war stuff, it gets really crazy. Best Nick show?
Drake and Josh next.
Yeah, I'd say Drake and Josh. iCarly had the most seasons, though. I think it was like 6.
Did it?
Yeah, iCarly had 6 seasons, and
It's not
like
that
Drake and
many.
Josh only had like 4 or 3.
Zoe 101.
I don't know, that's good.
Try not to go with Drake and Josh.
I'm just gonna end off with like some of the video games that I've been playing recently, and then we'll probably maybe end it off there unless anyone else has any more questions. So I restarted playing Arkham Asylum on hard, which if you don't know is like a Batman game, and Batman's stuck in the prison. What I think is probably one of my favorite parts of the game is that you can explore the prison and find all these interview tapes of all the criminals. Some of them are really messed up. There was one that I found last night, and it's this guy, and he's getting... So it's this prisoner guy, and he's getting interviewed by the lady, and he's like, I know that you forgot to get cat food. I know where you live. I know all this other stuff. And she's like, what is going on? And it's really freaky. Like, it's a psycho guy, and he's like, I know everything about you.
What's the last Batman movie?
Batman v Superman?
No, it's like...
Dark Knight Rises?
Is that what it is with Christian Bale?
Yeah.
He gets in jail and he just does like a bunch of push-ups and then he gets strong and then he just leaves.
Yeah, someone like wraps a rope around him and then they like punch him in the back. They're like, yeah, your back's fixed now. It's good.
You just do a bunch of push-ups, get out of here. He'll be able to climb up.
That part when he's like in there and they're like, you should be afraid. He's like, I'm not afraid. I'm angry. He does like 5 more push-ups.
So when you're mad, just do like 500 push-ups. Then your anger will all go away.
At some point, I want to rewatch all 3 of those movies.
What, Jaws?
Yeah, all 3 Jaws movies. Not the Dark Knight
Good
trilogy,
luck.
for sure.
Yeah.
The Jaws movies is like a perfect example of franchise just getting shittier and shittier. Like, it's like, first one, great. Second one, like, fine, but why? See, my qualm with the second one is it's Jaws 1 again, so just watch Jaws. Like, it's the same thing.
Okay.
And then there's Jaws 3, which is Jaws at a water park, which is like, yeah, it's not good.
But I'm telling you, I might watch that. Like, that sounds interesting.
But then there's 50 Feet of Shit, and then there's Jaws 4, because that's when Jaws is a psychic link with the mom.
Shout out Michael Caine.
With the mom, and Michael Caine is in there too, and it takes place during Christmas. But yeah, the mom just has a
Michael
psychic
Caine
connection.
actually plays Alfred in Jaws.
Yeah, he plays Alfred in Jaws.
Whereas, like, we talked about this a little bit last week, Mighty Ducks just keeps going up.
Yeah, they keep getting worse though as a team. Well, no, they win the championship,
We talked about
win
this
the
shit.
Olympics.
Struggle to make JV.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think it's pretty much. I mean, that's gonna
That's
be our
pretty
show
much
unless anyone else has any other questions. So yeah, you got to watch Baby Driver, and then I got to watch Get Hard. So, oh crap! I probably should have mentioned, it would have been nice to put it in the chat. I mean, I can do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
If anyone wants to find us anywhere, feel free to contact us at our Gmail. Also, if you guys want to get the Stardust app, I've been getting back onto that. So basically, it's an app where I review movies really quickly in 30 seconds. So every time I watch a movie now, I'm trying to put it on there.
So Jack will do that with Get Hard.
Yeah, I will do that with Get Hard. So if you want, get the app Stardust. Also, you can go on our Twitter, which is @_EGPod. If you want us to tweet anything, or also if you just want to check any of our updates, I've been tweeting about things that I've been into.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Also, if you have any recommendations for what you guys want us to talk about in the next episode, you can email us.
Green Lantern.
everythinggeekpod@gmail.com. Yeah. So, right. I think that'll do it. #spread the garbage plate. Nerds together strong. Thanks, y'all, for checking.
You stay classy, America. All right.